And we actually hit pan on that one within 13 uses. Sorry, 6 uses. This had been worked on this had already been worked on while I was Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you the next update for the Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. This project was originally created by Alexy, who I'll have linked down below, as well as those who inspired me to take this project on. Just a quick reminder that this is a roulette style rolling project pan where you either hit pan or reach 30 uses on an eyeshadow, and then I can roll it out and roll in a new one. It has definitely been a hot minute since my last update, and with that being said, I've actually hit goal, which is either hitting pan or 30 uses on all 5 of the shadows that were currently in my project. So let's go through what we've been working on, and then we'll roll in some new items. First up, we have the L'Oreal LA Palette Ombre, and we were working on 2 shadows from this palette, and we'll go through these one by one. First up, we had this brown shadow here. We'd been working on this one for a while, and I'll put a larger picture of it up here somewhere just so you know what exactly I'm talking about. But as you can see, I managed to hit pan. I mainly used this one in my brows, and it took 30 uses exactly. Moving on from that one, we also had rolled in this purple shade here, this dark brown purple. I also actually use this one in my brows, and surprisingly enough, it only took me 13 uses. I'm not sure why the brown took me 30 uses for such a small baby pan, and why the purple only took 13. Though I do wonder if with the brown, I originally started using it as a crease shade, so I was only using a bigger fluffy brush in it. And then when I started using it in my brows, I was using a more defined brush. So I'm wondering if that's what caused the difference, where with the purple, I only used it in my brows from the start. But either way, I've got 2 pans in this palette, and both of those shadows will be rolling out. Following on from those, rolled in my last update was this MCO Beauty Just Peachy palette, and we were working on the brown shade. This palette had already had a lot of use while it was a part of my Dude You Panned My Battleship project that I was doing with Ceylan, who I'll have linked down below, as well as I'll have it linked up here just in case you're interested in checking out my finale video. So it had already had quite a lot of use in it. So it only took me 6 uses to hit pan on it in this project, meaning that I actually only have 2 pans left in this palette that do not have pan on it. And at this current point, both of those shadows are actually in different projects. So hopefully by the end of 2021, this palette will have pan in every single shadow. But for now, it is rolling out of this project. The next 2 shadows that will be rolling out didn't actually hit pan, but I have hit my 30 use goal. First up, we have the Alexy Stone palette. This has been in since the beginning of the project, and honestly, this is the shadow here that I've been working on. And as you can see from the close-up picture, it looks like there's a slight buff in it, but for 30 uses, there is not that much of a dip. So I do believe that this shadow will take definitely at least double to triple the amount of uses I've currently got on it to even come close to hitting pan. So though I've got some use out of it, I am pleased to be rolling it out of this project. And last but not least is my NYX Ultimate Brights palette. As I let you know every month, you may recognize this palette from a collab video I did with Samantha Pans. Obviously, I'll have Sam linked down below, and I'll have the link to the video up in the card, so make sure you check it out. But I've been working on this teal color just here, and though I've used it 30 times, I'm yet to hit pan. There is quite a dip in it, so I don't think it's too far off from hitting pan, but I will be rolling it out at this current time. As you might remember, I film on my phone, so I used a screen recorder while I used the random number generator to roll my next shadows. So let's roll straight into it. First up, we rolled the Face of Australia Nude Color Max eyeshadow palette, and the exact shade we rolled was Crease 2, which is this one down here. On the fronts here it says where they're meant to be utilized, and this one down here is, oops, I just dropped the little brush with it, is Crease 2. So this is the shadow right here that we'll be rolling in, and I'll give you a quick swatch of it. It's definitely a glittery bronze color. That is it right there. So that one will be rolling in, and needless to say, my goal is to either hit 30 uses or hit pan. Next up, we rolled in an Essence palette. This is the Hello New York palette, and the exact shade we're rolling in is the third shade in this palette. Let's see, how can I do this? Which is this one right here when it's the correct way up. It is a silvery glitter shadow. That's it right there. And I'll give you a swatch. It's like a purple silver glitter. Quite an interesting shade. I'm looking forward to incorporating that one into my looks. Next up, we have one of the I Heart Revolution chocolate-ish bar palettes. This one is in Frozen Raspberries. Let me just open it. And it's got a big mirror on it. And though I love big mirrors, they are kind of awkward when you're doing this. So the shade we're going to be rolling in from this palette is Berry Burst, just here. It is a gorgeous pinky glitter. Let me just give you the swatch. That's it right there. This palette smells exactly like Frozen Raspberry, so I'm looking forward to working on that one. I will say, so far, as you can see from the first three shadows, they are all shimmer shadows, but we have rolled in 2 mattes. Next up, I've actually re-rolled in the NYX Ultimate Brights palette. And that one is this one right here. It is a matte, like mint green, I guess is the best way. Aqua green shadow. Let me give you a swatch. That's it right there. I'll have to just add to it. These shadows, as I've said in my previous videos, are not the most pigmented, but that is it right there. And continuing with this palette, I then actually re-rolled the shadow that we've already just rolled out, and that is this teal right here. I was going to re-roll because we've just been working on it, but I thought, no, it doesn't yet have pan, and it isn't too far off from hitting pan. So I figured I'll just roll it back in and let's hope for the best. And that is it right there. So this is very much a very interesting color story that we have here. But I do think that I can utilize all these shadows in combination with both my Pan That palette and all the other shadows I have in other projects. So right now, I'll put up a better photo of those swatches. This is the color story that I'm going to be working on for at least the next month. Looking at these shadows, I do think there is a possibility of hitting pan on the teal from the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, but I'm not yet sure if I'll be able to hit pan on any other shadows. But I'm definitely looking forward to how this goes. My question is for you though, with that teal shadow that we've just rolled out that has 32 uses on it, did you want me to continue counting up, or would you like me to start again at 1, as it kind of is re-rolled and it's a fresh start for this shadow? Please let me know down in the comments, would you like this to be a continuation of what it was already on, or would you like it to start fresh? Fingers crossed we're able to hit pan on something and roll something in November. But until then, I'm Verity. This was another update for the Pan Those Eyeshadows Project Pan. And now to the outro.